We're all trying to eat a little better and take a little more control of the things that we're putting into our bodies, especially healthy ingredients. One of the ways that we're doing that in our household is trying to take advantage of ordering from Azure Standard. Now, if you've never ordered from Azure Standard, you might be thinking, ordering organic food online sounds like it would be expensive. Let me tell you that it's really not. And in this week's video, I'm sharing a recent experience I had with doing the Azure Standard pickup, and I'm going to explain that in just a minute. Hey friends, welcome back to Leanstead. My name is Hope, and these are some of our jumbo red pansy quail next to me. I'm just sharing a little bit about our experience with trying to find good food to put on our table. Part of the reason why we are homesteading is to take better control of the food that we're putting on our table. Raising quail like we are for meat and for eggs is a big part of that, but we can't raise everything that we need, and we can't necessarily afford organic for everything. This is where Azure Standard comes in and really saves the day for us. When I first started to hear about Azure Standard, the first thing I thought was ordering organic food online would have to be expensive. And that's where Azure Standard is kind of surprising. The way they work is you place an order and you pick up your order at a drop-off rather than it coming straight to your house. So you're saving money on the shipping because you're meeting together with a group of people. One of the really cool things about the drop-off is that you get to meet other people in your area who are as concerned about food as you are that you might not normally get to meet in other circumstances. Typically, when I place an order, my daughter or my son-in-law are the ones who go and pick up because they live closer to where a pickup is than I do. But this past weekend, our pickup day was on a different day of the week. My daughter was teaching cooking classes and my son-in-law was working, so I made the trip and went to pick up the order like she normally does. So it was actually my first experience with the whole pickup procedure, and that's where today's video starts off. And if you're new here, we've not met. My husband and I are homesteaders who are in the process of transitioning our homestead to quail. We've done chickens and pigs in the past and not been too successful at gardening. We reached a stage where we were kind of burnt out, and as we were getting older, we are working to transition our homestead into something that is a little more doable for us as we age. And the first thing that we are doing is transitioning from chickens and other livestock to pretty much 100% quail. We're raising Coturnix quail, and we're specializing in 3 different colors, so we're making those available to other people as well as raising them for ourselves. We are raising them for meat and for eggs and to sell baby chicks. That is one of the things that we're doing as both a side income and a way to take control of our food supply and get healthier food in our bodies. Another thing that we're doing is ordering more and more of our food from Azure Standard, which is a way of ordering a lot of organic and healthy foods that are shipped to an area of a common drop-off, and that is what I am doing right now, and the truck is pulling up as I'm speaking. There they are, and I'm going to go down and see what I can do to help. So when the truck arrives, the first thing they do is put these tarps down on the ground that are labeled with the customer's names, and everyone pitches in and unloads box by box and places those on the name that is the customer. So that was quick, probably 15 minutes. We unloaded the truck and I'll have our orders. They're putting the tarps back in the truck right now. And I just checked my order. Didn't take very long because we didn't have a huge order. this time, but everything's in the back seat of my car. I'm headed to my daughter's house now to unload the goods, and some of the things we're splitting, so it's a great way to take advantage of Azure Standard if you don't need 5 pounds of salt or something like that. You can always go in and order together with a friend or family member and divide up the cost, and it is really quite economical.
This is just a bit of an overview of the items that we picked up this month. My daughter is trying out this new bar shampoo and a crystal deodorant. The pumpkin seeds are regular for me. We always order salt. We're also trying this smoked sea salt this month. And there is my daughter's favorite organic oats for my grandson. Arrowroot powder is always on the order because my daughter does a lot of baking, and she is also making some homemade vanilla, so we bought vanilla beans. And she's also trying out their toilet paper this month. So there's always something new.
So there are the things that we picked up in our order this week. Like I said, one of our all-time favorites is the oats. That's probably the first thing, or was the most important thing when we started making an Azure Standard order, was trying to get organic oats for my grandson, because the kid loves his oatmeal for breakfast and he goes through a lot. So my daughter was really anxious to get her hands on organic oats, and it's not easy to find locally where we are. If you're interested in finding the same oats or any other product, check out the link below. It will take you to those organic quick cook oats that my daughter loves. It is a regular on her order every month. Another thing that I really love about Azure Standard is that it's easy for you to earn what is basically loyalty rewards. They're called Azure Cash, and you can use it toward future purchases to help save a little bit. If you're concerned that you don't have a really large order, then I encourage you to find a family member or a friend to go in and order together. You can split items or just combine your order so that you get the best shipping rate. One of the things that really surprised us when we started to look at just comparing the prices for things like dried beans, they were actually very similar to just our local grocery store prices. And the fact that they're organic on top of that was definitely a no-brainer when it comes to ordering those dried beans now. Each month we try a new item, we see what we like, see what doesn't work for us. There are tons of things that Azure Standard offers that you would not expect, like plant starts, canning jars, canned goods, dry goods, the list goes on and on. Obviously, there's also some health and beauty items like the tallow shampoo bar and the deodorant salt stone that Kaylee ordered. I'll have to let us know how that works. I haven't tried it myself yet, but I'm definitely very curious. Well, that's it for today, friends. I'll be back again with more quail videos. And in the meantime, I just peeked over and I have to share with you that I just saw that our newest batch of jumbo red pansies just laid their first egg today. So it's been 7.5 weeks. I've been waiting anxiously, and I'm super excited to finally have this first egg, and hopefully we'll be at 10 eggs a day from this batch really soon. You guys have a blessed day, and we'll catch you on the next video.